What's up, people? It's your boy Lone Wolf Grim, and today is my usual co-host, CJ John Man, 2 times, the usual. And we are going through, I'm going through a bit of a name change, because I'm tired of using that wrong ass name. So the new name is Welcome to the GrimCast Podcast. God damn it. It's about time I got that fucking name change, that long ass name change.
Yeah, thanks.
I knew that name was so long, but bro, I couldn't find no other name. Because every name I tried was fucking took it. My homeboy came over with GrimCast Podcast. He was like, nigga, just use that. And I was like, shit, fuck it. But hey, man, so, what's up, bro? What's up, guy? Fucking shades on and shit.
What up, man? You already know what time it is. We're about to get into a host of topics.
Oh!
We're doing things to discuss in this episode.
First and foremost, they came out with the verdict. The judge came out with his ruling on Carmelo Anthony. And since he's 17, he can't serve life in prison without parole or get the death penalty. So, that's good. He's still gotta have some type of punishment. I give it. I understand the situation, the cause that that he's saying self-defense. So I get that. But at the end of the day, stabbing somebody, it was never gonna work. We could have called the laws. We could have got in the door. There was always other options. I get it. They was probably pushing around, trying to push on you and shit from what I was reading, that they were known bullies and shit like that. So I understand. I get it. But as a high school adult, there's always other options. Now, if you was a grown-ass man and they was doing this shit to you, then, I would look at it some type of leeway. Because you're an adult at this point. So I could give you some type of leeway too. But you're a teenager, my nigga. You're still in high school. So you took a life as a high schooler. You feel me? So that's going to fuck with you. That's going to fuck with you a lot. Because I know you probably had no intention of taking a life. But the fact that the life did ultimately get taken, it was going to fuck with you. So yeah, I feel like, even as a high schooler, you gotta have some type of punishment for the fact. For the fact that you're killing, whether it is like 6 months in jail. You feel me? You still be young, bro. In 6 months, you be good. You still come out. Hopefully, you learn your fucking lesson. And then just grow from it, bro. It's a mistake. Mistakes happen. Learn from it, grow from it, move on. You feel me? Ask for forgiveness with your Lord and Savior. You can ask forgiveness on the parents, but if they say they don't forgive you, then hey, bro, you ask for it. They tell you no, just move on. It is what it is.
Interesting case.
Yeah?
Interesting case, though.
Facts, man. That shit's still good. And then, you know what?
There'll be more coming out during trial. There always is.
Yeah.
How that goes.
Yeah, per usual. It's always that fucking.
Once again, prayers to the family that lost their son.
Yeah.
We're going to say that first and foremost. Also, prayers to the other family who also lost their son in a different way because of choices.
Yeah.
Everybody has choices, man. Who knows what choices should have been made differently, but we can't go there now because that's not where we are in this point in the storyline.
Exactly.
We got
the conclusion.
Consequences and punishments.
Yep. I wonder if the brother's going to face anything for the cause of his brother's death. I highly doubt it, but because usually that happens Like, if somebody starts some shit and it ends up in somebody else's bed, they usually get charged for that shit too. Because it's kind of like as if, you know, somebody, if you break into a house with you and your buddy get killed, you get charged for that. Because y'all broke into the house together, but he ended up getting killed. And they can't charge him. So I wonder if they're gonna charge the brother too, just for the whole altercation and the fact that his brother got killed. And to anybody, bro, why would he get charged? I mean, if the story goes, him and his brother started the altercation that ultimately led his brother's death, then yeah, charge his ass too. Shit, charge his ass right up as well. In fact, I feel like I would have been like, cuz this all started with you and your brother. If you and your brother wasn't doing that, then this shit wouldn't happen. Is he gonna get in trouble? Absolutely, but you gotta get charged too, bro. You can't just go around picking fights and think shit sweet with think everybody's gonna take that shit lightly. Cause not a lot of people gonna take that shit lightly. You know, there's motherfuckers in this life that will fucking kill your ass. And that is a lesson to be taught from everybody. It doesn't fucking matter who it is. If you go around fucking with people, there is always that one crazy motherfucker who is willing to kill your ass. You better be lucky he felt sorry for you. You know, he felt bad. That's guilt. Because the motherfucker that don't feel that shit will kill your ass in a heartbeat and sleep like a fucking baby. Am I lying? You gotta take that in. You gotta take that in there too. If you gonna fuck with somebody, you better ask yourself: am I ready to die at this very moment? Ask yourself that shit. Am I ready to die at this exact very moment? If your answer is nah, I ain't trying to die, leave that motherfucker alone. But if you feel like you wanna bounce and be like, oh fuck him, I ain't gonna die, and he kill you or do whatever he do to you, I'm not finna feel bad for you because you went over there starting this shit. People are crazy nowadays, man. People don't give a fuck. Especially if they don't give a fuck about their own fucking health and freedom, what makes you think they give a fuck about yours? I done met plenty of niggas in the military that I was stationed with that done caught stupid amount of bodies, and them niggas like, yo, bro, I sleep like a fucking baby at the end of the day. Fuck them. You know, them niggas are crazy. Leave them niggas alone. I'll leave them niggas alone. This nigga was one of them. A crazy ass nigga. That's my dog. But I tell people, leave that nigga alone. If you don't want to listen to me, you still want to go fuck with him, it is what it is. I'm not finna.
Like, you just need to be mindful of your actions.
Real shit.
Doing stuff. I don't like trying to show out or show off for friends or
girls or whoever the fuck.
Like that stuff.
And the fact that they play football, you know they had a bunch of, and they was going to college to play ball. So you know they had a bunch of girls already trying to fuck with them. So yeah, they probably thought it was their moment to be big, bold Superman. You gotta think about it. You're a high school athlete who's on the verge of becoming a college football athlete. Bro, girls is gonna be throwing their ass at you left and fucking right. Especially if you any good. If you any good and you got a chance of going to the pros, nigga, the females from the throw their ass at you left and right. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. You feel me? They're females. They're young. They see a dude who got a potential bag, they're going to go for it. Especially the females in this day and age. You know, get their head, get that bag, and leave. Or whatever. Get that bread, get that head, and leave. Some shit like that. That dumb ass shit. So yeah, I expect that shit to happen. He feel like, oh, like, man, look, man, well, they was probably like what? Them being high school football athletes in Texas, going to college, I'll probably say they were probably what? Maybe 245. Carmelo Anthony don't even play football. He was a track athlete. So I imagine him probably being probably like $110, maybe $120 soaking with. Cause track stars aren't that big. They gotta stay slim so they can be able to run fast. If you run the track, you don't really just see big motherfuckers running track unless they doing the big boy track. But yeah, Carmelo Anthony's like $110 or $120. Who knows how many niggas tried to test this nigga? That's probably why he had a knife on him. We don't know the area. We know it's in Frisco. We don't know what type of neighborhood they were in. For all we know, Camilo might could stay in the hood. Who fucking knows? Who knows why this nigga had a knife on him? I was like, he a $110, $120 soaking wet. I'm pretty sure niggas was probably trying to test this nigga. And if I'm a $110 to $120, I'm not finna sit here and go blow for blow with two niggas that's 200 plus pounds. Nigga, both of y'all niggas is twice my weight alone. Put both of y'all niggas, that's 400 pounds. That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, I'm a $110, both of y'all together is 400 pounds. What the fuck are y'all doing? And unfortunately, one of them niggas got killed. And it fucking sucks. But yeah, so, we'll get more information on that. I'll keep you updated on the basis on that shit. It's a shitty, stupid situation, but it will be what it is. Now, on to the actual topic. Hey, bro, I know neither one of us got killed, right? But how do you feel about your kids hanging around grown kids or gay kids or gay kids?
That's a no-go. Kids shouldn't be hanging out with kids outside their age group, and that, for me personally, and I'm gonna say this before, who knows when these podcasts start blowing up, people gotta get all hurt over opinions. My thing is, my kids will definitely know that if they think they're gonna sit here and bully, or talk crazy to, or make fun of, or join in making fun of, or bullying, or talking crazy to any kids that have a different sexual orientation.
I'm beating your ass. I'm whooping your ass.
They're getting whooped.
I'm whooping your ass. I'm whooping your ass in front of the person you made fun of. How about that?
They're getting whooped.
I'm whooping your ass in front of the person you made fun of. How about that? I'm gonna whoop your ass in front of the person you made fun of. And then I'm gonna
make you go public.
And then you gonna apologize. And then you gonna apologize publicly. And
my kid will not be hanging out with any gay kids. People are like, oh, that's wrong. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Bro, you can't tell somebody how to live their lifestyle, bro. If their lifestyle,
I'm gonna raise my kids. This is all I know. I don't have.
You can't tell parents how to raise their children.
And my thing is, it's not. I don't care when my kids get older, they decide to have gay friends. That's their business.
That's fine.
But my thing is,
you're not gonna be 9 years old.
At certain ages, kids are very impressionable.
Right.
They're sponges. They're learning. They're soaking up things. So
no,
whenever they're near, that tends to be what they are. You raise a kid around, especially like a male kid. Say you raise a male kid around an abusive male figure, they're gonna more than likely be abusive. Even if they know it's wrong and they see it as wrong, it's just what they've seen. So it's a habit, to them. They end up picking up bad habits. My thing is that issue as far as my beliefs. I believe in Christ. I'm gonna say that right now before everybody who get this podcast gets bigger and wondering, who they stand religiously. I'm not into religion. I'm into relationship with God. I don't do religion. I do go to church, and I go to a church that doesn't focus on religion. They focus on the relationship with God. They don't do religion at my church. It's just a church where everyone can listen.
Man, the Bible it all boils down to.
My thing is, I'm not gonna be associating with people, having my kid let my kids be around people that have lifestyles that I don't personally agree with. Now, what I'm saying is I don't have a problem with you. I'm not gonna literally be like, oh, I hate you. I'll have a whole conversation with you, talk to you nice, be perfectly fine, be genuine in everything I'm saying. As far as being nice, I'm not making you being nice. My thing is I don't agree with your sexual preference, but your sexual preference is not my business. That's between you and God.
Right.
Or you and whoever you decide to have that with. And when you face whoever the maker is, I don't know, people don't believe in God, okay, whatever. I do. I'm like, if you can be walking and talking like this, like humans, I don't know how you don't believe there's a person that runs all this, that made us. I don't know, where do we think we came from? But okay, that's a different conversation. But, I'm not gonna be letting my kids associate with that. Now, when they get older, they want to have friends like that. That's cool. If they decide to make that decision and be like that in their lifestyle, like I'm gonna still tell them as my kid, like, hey, I don't agree with your lifestyle. You know how you were raised, but I'm not gonna raise my kids to be thinking that it's. But my thing is the reason why a lot of kids are like this. Let's get to this real quick before we pass it back to talk. My thing about this is. A lot of these kids aren't gay by choice. And that's a conversation a lot of parents aren't ready to have. People are going to be like, yes, they are. I don't want no gay kid. You're letting them watch all the videos with girls on girls kissing. All these shows got the kids, the people gay in them. There's gay people all in these shows, all shows all the time. You're letting your kids watch this all the time, be around this all the time. They got gay players.
They literally shoving this shit down your throat.
Shoving it down your kid's throat.
They're literally shoving this shit down their throat, bro. They're shoving this shit. It is pissing me off. Stop shoving your sexuality down people's throat. We don't give a fuck if you're gay. We do not care. Don't be happy. Who gives a fuck? If you gotta fucking throw your sexuality in people's face.
There's a difference in including them in shows and all that stuff. Yes, because these people do exist in real life. So including them in shows and all that, I understand. And I don't care. I don't really think they're shoving it down people's throat. Actually, I'm gonna retract that on my end. I don't feel like that. I feel like they're just including people more and letting you know, like these people are out here, they live day-to-day lives. Yeah, you gotta see a commercial. But my thing is, you don't have to let your kids watch this. Monitor what your kids are watching. Kids shouldn't have no damn cell phone at blah 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 years old. Kids shouldn't be walking home at freaking from 5 to 9 and they have to have a phone because they walk home and all that excuse people give. Like, no, okay, and if they do need one, get them one of those kid ones where it flips open, can call you, can call whoever, and they doesn't have internet or none of that stuff for them to get on all that crap. Yeah. Stop throwing these kids tablets because you're tired of them wilding out, and you don't like the fact that they're running around crying. Stop giving them these tablets without putting the parental locks on there.
Bro, they let them.
Take all this crap off of there. Like, these kids be watching weirdo stuff, but you don't even know what they be watching. Like, because you're just, here, so you can be quiet in the backseat here. No. Take the phone. Take the phone. No,
man, bro, you know what? No, fuck, it's not even that, bro. Parents ain't monitoring their kids no more.
That's what I said.
They're not making.
They're giving them the phone, they're giving the tablet, the kids are back there looking up whatever, or scrolling through whatever. You don't know what they're watching or end up watching because you're not paying attention.
So I'm telling you, but when I was growing up, nigga, my mama monitored everything I was fucking doing. Well, not everything, but majority of the shit, she was monitoring. Even if she gave me a cell phone.
Like parental controls on the Xbox, parental controls
on the TV, laptop, phone, all that shit.
It takes a little bit of time to set that stuff up.
Y'all niggas just be lazy. Don't be a parent if you're going to be lazy. If you're going to be lazy, don't be a fucking parent. Being a parent, you're not going to be fucking lazy.
That's not letting your kid experience. That's helicopter parenting. You're supposed to be a helicopter parent.
You're a parent.
You're a parent.
They're not your friend. They're not your friend. You're a fucking parent.
Oh, I gotta make my kid. I want my kids to grow up and have individuality. Yes,
they will.
To promote that.
That's time,
healthy. But there's a way to promote that as they grow up healthily while still doing your job as a parent. Get them in sports. Get out of the house. Take these kids to the playground. Show them I don't care what you see friends doing. I don't care what your phones, all that.
Yeah, this ain't what this is. This ain't what this is.
You will earn that.
Facts. You got to. You earn that like you earn everything else in life. You're not getting handed.
And stop letting your kids have all these apps where the messages disappear.
Oh, yeah. WhatsApp,
Snapchat, all that stuff. Block it before they get their phone. I don't care. I don't care. Now, if they start working a job when they're 16, 17, and they start paying their own phone bill, you can't tell them nothing. They're paying their own phone bill.
They can do what they can. Hey, do what you want.
But up until that point,
I'm on
all that stuff should be blocked. I'm not letting you have no Snapchat. No, you can have Facebook. That's it. Even then, you gotta monitor that stuff. You can put parental controls on Facebook and Instagram. They even have it for Snapchat now, but I don't trust Snapchat. It's too easy to get around that shit. Snapchat, what's that? Stop letting your kids have that stuff. They don't need all 4 different social media apps. You're not famous. You're not.
Nah, you a regular.
You're not Beyonce. You don't need Instagram, Snapchat, Clubhouse, monkey. You don't need all those.
You don't need that.
You don't need that.
You don't need that at all.
You don't need none of that as a kid. Monitor that stuff, and then you won't have these problems. That's why I said kids are not gay by choice. They're gay because that's what they're seeing all the time, and that's because they're not being monitored by their parents. They're being thrown tablets from young. Kids be like 3, 4. Already know how to work a tablet. How? Better than an adult. How? Because they're already getting these. People like, well, we're headed towards technology. They should know how to use technology. No. Okay, yes, I get that. But monitor it, and they definitely don't need that 2, 3, 4 years old just because you're trying to keep them quiet in the backseat.
Nah.
First of all, you try to keep them quiet in the backseat. I get it. If you're running around, you know what you do? That's why you need to have the proper vehicles in the crib. Get you a vehicle that got a TV in it. Like a minivan or something. You run around with your kids or something, even if it's SUV. Even if you don't want a minivan and you want a Dodge Durango or you want some fly shit that got 3 rows but a Mercedes Benz, put and install a TV in there and put something educational. This is what you watch.
SpongeBob, Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
You know, old Cartoon Network.
Old Cartoon Network.
Not the new shit. The old Cartoon Network.
And then you gotta watch SpongeBob too, because there was some stuff in SpongeBob that is questionable. But there's plenty of shows that you can get your kids to watch that can quiet them down without you personally handing them the tablet and letting them have control over it.
You know, if honestly, you know what? Fuck that. I put my kids on anime. My kids ain't watching none of the anime in the car. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. They gonna be 3 years old watching Dragon Ball Z and shit. I don't give a fuck. Man, shut up, little nigga. Watch Dragon Ball Z. I put on Power Rangers. Fuck it. Go Power Rangers. Shut your ass up, nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You just crying, nigga. Shut up.
Man, it's not hard. People just don't want to do their job as parents. And a lot of these people can't do their job as a parent because they too busy having kids before they're actually ready. And also, financially stable.
Yeah.
They're over here having to work 12, 13-hour shifts. Can't get home when their kid's getting home. Kid gotta walk home from school. Kid got a phone already. Barely in 4th grade got a phone already. Already got an Instagram, all this stuff. No.
Parents get younger and younger and shit.
My ex-wife's freaking sister's kid was over there, 12, 13 years old, posting weed pictures all on Instagram like a goofy.
I'll beat her.
She was dumb. They didn't care if they wasn't watching.
They don't.
They had 5 kids. Couldn't afford them damn kids. Kids running around looking all goofy and stuff. Kids running around doing whatever. Kids dropped out of school. How you a senior? You dropped out senior year.
You right there. You right there.
My ex-wife's sister's oldest kid. Senior year dropped out of school.
Dumbass.
Other one. Senior year dropped out of school. Or junior year dropped out of school. How?
You right there. You right there.
Goofy.
At least graduate high school.
Because they can't control them.
At least graduate high school, my nigga. No, if you ain't going to college, that's cool. But at least graduate high school.
Do your job with your kids. Fast. It ain't that hard. Parental control everything. Whatever they get. And start making these kids earn all this crap. I don't know why you giving all these kids damn phone. You get an iPhone here. Here's Lane's iPhone just because I can afford it. No. I need to see some A's and B's, some good grades. You doing your chores at the house. Make sure these kids is earning this crap so they learn some good skills out here in this world. I don't care if you're a millionaire. Monitor behavior. If you pay attention to your kids enough, you will know when they're going through something or know when they start to act different. Then we wouldn't have all these problems. With kids over here already barely 9, 10, talking about they shouldn't even have no sexual preference yet. Why we got kids 9, 10 years old talking about they gay? Talking about they them. All these bullcrap pronouns that people want to make up in their head. Bro. But I don't care who gets mad at. That's my opinion.
There's 2 genders, bro. I don't give a what you're talking about. There's 2 genders, man and woman, just like anything else in fucking life. You don't see fucking lions and shit.
You want to and even if you want to be that's you as an adult. Stop freaking.
Why is y'all letting down 12-year-olds getting their junk cut off? Why is y'all letting down 12-year-olds getting their junk cut off? I feel like as a parent, if you let your 12-year-old go,
that's why I can't stand the crap. That's why I can't stand Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. How your oldest daughter been talking about your oldest son been talking about he been transgender since he was 8? Sam, no.
Now, Gabrielle Union got to that, boy. Because Gabrielle Union went on, she don't even like men. She went on the rant and said how much she don't like men. She be fucking Dwayne Wade in the ass. She does she be fucking
I don't care about that. My thing is still, that's your son. How you let that happen?
Man, I'm telling you, bro, Dwayne Wade a bitch. He let the niggas, you know, whatever. He let her take over, bro. He let her take over. That's exactly what he did. He let her take over. Any man that let a woman fuck him in the ass, you a bitch. I don't give a fuck. You let her take over the house. You let her take over your household. You let her stick a dildo up your ass, nigga. And she basically said, I'll run the house, nigga. You just play basketball. And you was like, okay. That's it. You weird ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how good you are in basketball, nigga. You basically let your 8-year-old child basically say I want to get my dick cut off. What the fuck? What the fuck
They
is wrong?
shouldn't be knowing nothing about that.
What the fuck? Come on, bro. I don't give a fuck how good you are in basketball.
That makes me wonder what this kid was seeing.
That's fucking insane, dog. That is fucking ridiculous. You ought to be ashamed of your fucking self. You ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself. And that's real shit. I respect what you done on the court. I respect it. But as a parent, bro, you should have done better, my nigga. You knew you should have done better, bro. And that's just me being honest. You should have done fucking better.
Like, that just makes me wonder what that kid was exposed to young enough to know about any of that.
Too much shit.
Too much. It's overexposure. That's what it is. They can't play the TV. Stop letting your kids watch crap that you see. Your kid ain't right next to you. A show coming on talking about MA, TV MA, and you're still letting your kid watch it.
Yeah.
It may mean mature audience.
You stupid ass. It doesn't mean kid shit.
That means adults or teenagers who almost grown. 16, 17 already.
18.
And got some sense to understand the difference between TV and real life. Not over here, you got your kid over here, mother sucking 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, watch your power. Girls making on there, niggas selling drugs, shooting people, all kinds of craziness. And then you wonder why your kid grow up to be a little YN or a little gay. Because you let him watch too much bullcrap. The kids should be 7, 8 years old, already know word for word, aha, by Lil Durk.
I don't even know aha by Lil Durk. I don't even know that damn. I never heard that damn.
We shouldn't even know that. Like, I had a little kid over here talking about, don't respond to shit with bump already, and they ain't. And then you wonder why these kids 8, 9 years old, why they already 12, 13, throwing up gang signs trying to rob folks already. Man, when he was letting them listen to Baby, and all these fools are young. Stop listening to that shit while your kid in the car. You can listen to that shit as an adult when your kid ain't in the car, when you on date night with your lady. But come on, there's other music, country music. There's other music where kids can listen to it. So they ain't listen to all this crazy stuff.
Even if you want to, bro, even if you want to, there's clean music that bleeps out the cuss words. There's clean music that bleeps out the cuss words. If you want to listen to...
Well, my thing is you can let your kids be introduced to that music later. Because even when it's bleeped out, it's implied. And kids aren't dumb these days. They're too smart.
Right.
But if you're doing your job as a parent, they shouldn't even know what that crap is. That's why I said there's so much music out here. Like, you got Maroon 5, you got all these alternative music bands out here. People that talk about regular stuff that don't got nothing to do with shooting, killing, girls shaking ass, girls selling ass. It ain't got nothing to do with that. You can let them listen to that. And then when you with your lady, or you in the car by yourself, you can put on what you want to put on. But keep that shit away from your kids. People are like, I ain't gonna do all that one. Then don't wonder when your kid acts up.
Or how about
you oversaturate. You shouldn't be letting your kid listen to bitch fucking slap a hoe every time I come through, shake an ass on my dick. Then you know what I'm gonna do. Like, come on.
Even then, if you want, you'd be like this. Hey, don't say that shit. They say they're grown, you not grown. Don't say that shit around nobody. I don't give a fuck who they is. You don't say none of that.
That shit don't work a lot of times.
It don't work.
It don't. Especially when you're listening to it, you're their parents. They look up to you.
Yeah.
So when they parents, okay, they're going to forget that shit. So my thing is, when you in the car with your kids, just throw something else on. It's not hard. Then when as they get older and they start to understand the difference, and you can literally look at them and say, hey, Don't be out here thinking this is real life, man. This is entertainment.
Yeah, this is entertainment.
They didn't introduce that to them. But 8, 7, 8, 9, they don't need to listen to Lil Baby, Bill Baby, all these niggas, man. Shit, let them listen to some Nipsey Hussle. You don't let them listen to anything.
Yeah.
And stick away from his ones where he was talking about selling drugs. When after he got his businesses up and went legit, he got hella music about that after that. Like, there's a bunch of people you can let your kids listen to. Like, just your kids are gonna give out what you put in. Now, there is some kids that just decide to go off the Richter scale and do whatever the hell they want. And that, unfortunately, in case you can't do nothing about it. Yeah. But a lot of times these kids be going off the Richter scale because they not monitored.
Right.
They not.
These kids.
You don't even know they friends. I had an ex named Marissa. She's Asian. One thing I didn't like about her, she knew Junior's friends' addresses, parents' numbers, all that. Like, do that shit. Mm-hmm. It ain't nothing to say, okay, yeah, you're the parent, okay, yeah, this is where my kid's gonna be. Are they gonna be there? Let me know if they're actually there, or you're gonna be there. If you're gonna leave or you need to leave, let me know so I can make a decision if I trust my kid to stay there or not, if I'm themselves. Or I need to go get them, bring them home. Like, it ain't hard to know these parents. Oh, I need to meet these parents. I used to tell my ex, when I was with my ex, my stepbrothers, oh, can I go here? Where? Oh, can I go to this house? Okay, yeah, are the parents there? Or can they call me or text me, video chat me real quick so I could meet them, get their numbers? Okay, yeah, my kids knew they had to get that done. I don't care. Oh, if they don't answer, what if they don't answer that? Then you don't go on. If they don't answer and I don't know these people and I don't get to meet them on the phone and I don't get to know their address and I don't get to talk to them and look at them in their face and make sure they're not dopehead or some weirdo that's not gonna watch you or do some weird shit to you, then you're not going. And my kids knew that was law. That was law. Okay, yep, they didn't answer that. I can't go. Yep, sorry. Next time, make sure I meet them in advance. I don't know why y'all asked me on the day of. My kids knew they want to go somewhere this weekend. They better tell me on Tuesday so I can meet, so I can try to make it work for me with that parent real quick. It's not that hard. Keep track of these kids. Y'all be saying, oh, I can't keep track of this kid. No, you just don't want to. And you shouldn't have had no damn kids because you wasn't prepared. But now that you're here, you better do all you can to make sure you keep track of it, especially in this day and time. Social media doing too much, man, with these kids. People on social media, these kids on social media bullying people, and make sure you look. There's a little activity that through that on Facebook where you can go and see what they've been talking about or posting. Let me see your phone. You don't pay that bill. Let me see that. Make sure you go right through that activity button and see exactly what they're saying online and everything. So ain't no excuse to say, oh, I didn't know my kid was bullying somebody online. Yes, you did. You could have had you done your due diligence. There's literally activity buttons right there on Facebook where you can. It literally tells you what you commented on a bit. It tells you what video you commented on, what you said, all that. Monitor these kids. It's not hard. And then you want to have these kids talking about all they're gay and they're confused, and then people. There's a kid over there, 12 years old, crying and talking about. My teacher says we're not normal. Kid, first of all, you shouldn't even know anything about being trans. You're dressed like a girl for what? And fake tears for what? It's a distraction though, man. It's a distraction of nature. They want us worried about all this other stuff instead of the real problems in the world. So they throw all this side stuff. They start shoving down the gay pride and all that. Now these kids on TV, fake crime, they get picked up.
Hey, did you know Pride Month? Did you know Pride Month was originally Men's Mental Health Awareness Month? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Pride Month was originally Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. They literally took over Men's Mental Health Awareness Month and turned it into Pride Month. That's why I don't give a fuck about Pride Month.
What's next on the agenda? We both gave our stances on that. My kids will not be hanging out with no gay kids.
Yeah, we spent 30 minutes on that shit.
Me and
we spent 30 minutes on that shit.
Because the first thing we had started was like 12 minutes.
Yeah, 12,
you're right. 15 minutes.
You're right. That was okay, cool. Yeah. I'm just looking at the time.
No, that's why I'm checking the time so we can manage this time.
Alright, bro. Hey,
we're still tweaking his format of his show, so you're gonna hear us talking about the actual format sometimes too.
Yeah.
We're gonna tweak this shit and have actual scheduled times that this will be posted and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You guys can get it. We're gonna get it down. We're getting it down.
We just keep y'all niggas entertained.
We're showing y'all the new from the ground up, bro.
We just keep y'all niggas. We just keep y'all niggas entertained, bro. That's all. We just be keeping y'all niggas entertained. Don't ask no questions. Don't worry about what we're doing on this side of the camera. All y'all need to know is we gonna keep y'all entertained with what the fuck we talking about. Hey, bro, good question. I don't know how this is for some niggas, but how long you think a quickie should last if you can get a quickie off?
Me personally, I'm incapable of doing quickies. It would have to be a long time since I had it for me to pull off a quickie. I can't do it. I can't. I've never been able to do it. I've tried.
Like, I gotta be in the moment. I gotta be in the moment for it to be.
I need at least, my quickies are at least 8 minutes. I need at least 8 minutes.
That's fair. And I feel like I say 5 to 10. Yeah. I say 5 to 10. Anything over 10, you make a little bit that moment.
Yeah, I can't. I gotta do at least 8 minutes. I'm not going fast. I can't do no 1-2 minutes. I'm like, how do you do that?
I can't, if you can do that shit in 1-2 minutes, nigga, you.
That's the motherfuckers they be carrying. They got extra sensitive penis heads though, or they be carrying around the damn spray.
It's a spray.
Yeah, they'll spray that'll make you more sensitive as a man. So you
bust quick?
Yeah.
Oh.
Porn songs, why would they use it? Like for those quickie scenes and stuff, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can get it at a lot of sex shops. You spray it on yourself after your yard.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't do nothing. It's water based, so it doesn't do nothing to her.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It just makes you bust quick.
Yeah, it just makes your penis more sensitive to the flesh. Yeah.
Nigga need a on the go nut. Alright, let's go. I'm done.
And they sell them like bottles like this and stuff. Like little bottles, yeah.
Yeah, see, I usually give myself 5 to 10 minutes. And I can put them up. I can put a shorter in like 3-4 positions in 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And still get my mission up. But I'll tell you like this, it's a waste of the finish line on the quickie. If you don't get your nut when I get mine, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I don't know what to fucking tell you. It's a race to the finish line on the quickie, baby. If I get my shit out before you do, then hey, you just shit out of luck. Now we'll try again next time. But if we make love, I need at least 30 to 45 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes. I need at least 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas be like, you can go 2 hours, 3 hours. Who the fuck you think you is, nigga?
And you know what's dumb?
Who the fuck you think you is?
You know what's dumb about that is a lot of females don't want that.
They don't. They don't want to go out. They say that shit. And so they got a nigga that can go that long.
You know what? They do be wanting that. Occasionally, but a female not want no 2 hours.
All day, every day.
Time you do it.
All day, every time.
Yeah, I need at least 30 to 45.
I need to give me 30 to 45 minutes. I'm telling you, I tell that ass up in 30 to 45 minutes. What about 15, 20 minutes? What would you base that at? Because that's not a quickie. But you ain't really just making love like that either. And first of all, 15 minutes is a long ass time. 15 minutes is a long ass fucking time. 15 minutes is a long ass fucking time.
Like the emotional effort put into it.
Right.
I'm like, you could make love in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about the emotion and passion that's going into it. Because you gotta think, even as a couple, sometimes when you have sex, it's to get aggression. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you have sex, it's just because you want to feel it. Sometimes when you have sex, it's to make love to each other. You know, so sex is always different.
Yeah,
yes, you always love the person you're with, but you're not always making love to that person when you have sex.
To To me,
sometimes it's a lustful sex.
Right.
Like, damn, I just want to fuck you real quick, man. Like, you look good as fuck.
Yeah, oh God, I don't want to get up in that room, because I'm going to get up in the hand of
Like, so, I mean, it just depends.
Honestly, to me, bro, sex is all about, it's based on how I'm in the mood. Like, if you going out somewhere, and you dress good as hell, that's the lust coming out. Because I'm like, man, come in and tear that ass up real quick. If I'm pissed off about something and I ain't trying to put some shit down, I'm like, baby, look, bend over. I got some aggression I need to work on. I got you. I'm gonna let you. I need to get this off of you. If I'm just high as fuck, nigga, I'm like, come here, baby, I'm high as fuck. Come here, let me take some sweet, sweet, slow love to you. But I always put music on. You always gotta have the music playing in it, baby. I don't know what it is, but it's something about playing. It's also about playing music while fucking. It's something magical about it. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it's the intimacy behind it, or is it just like, I don't know, bro. But it's like, no matter the scenario, if I'm getting ready to fuck, I gotta have some music. Especially if I'm planning on fucking. Like, if it just happened in the moment, I don't give a fuck about the music. But if I'm planning this shit out, for what I'm finna do from sun up to sundown, how I'm gonna tear that ass up, I got music playing. And she better let me catch on the off days. Cause if I got an off day and the kids going to school or they at their grandparents' house for the weekend and it's just us, oh yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all week long. And she better hope it ain't no damn break either. Cause they got a week away. You can't get me off of that. I'm trying to give my girl 20 babies, nigga. 20. Boy, my girl let me give her 20 babies, nigga. I'm done with kids, boy. I'm done, nigga. I ain't snipping these bitches. I be like, y'all niggas did y'all job. I appreciate y'all. Y'all niggas can retire, nigga. If my girl give me 20 kids, I'm done. Hell, honestly, I'm done when she says she done. If she be like, babe, I'm done. I'm getting my tubes tied and we burning these motherfuckers. And I'm like, that's a bet. I'm gonna go ahead and get a vasectomy. And I don't want to have nothing to do with the sperm no more. That's exactly how it's gonna go down. Real shit. That's exactly how it's going down. If people always ask, how many kids you want? I'm like, bro, first of all, that's up to my wife's discretion, nigga. However many kids my wife says she wants, that's how many we have. Yeah. Stop having kids with so many people, bro. You stop having broken homes. That shit ain't cool. That shit ain't respectable. I tell my homeboy that shit all the time, bro. That shit is not cute, nigga. You saying how you got 6 kids by 6 different women, nigga. That shit ain't cute, nigga. That shit is not cute at all. And I'm gonna be real with you. I don't give a fuck how old you are. That's real shit, nigga. That shit is not cute. And you might ask my dog. That is my nigga, bro. Real shit. But that shit, I don't respect that shit. I'll probably hang out with him, I'll talk to him or whatever, because I know he a good dude. And he been through some shit because he a street nigga. So I know he been through some shit and he still got that street mentality that I'm trying to break him out of. But I'm like, my nigga, that shit is not cute, man. You 30-something years old, damn near 40, bro. I'm 27 telling you this shit. That shit is not fly at all, man. I'm the homie that always hold my homies accountable. And that's another talk we need to talk about, bro. Y'all need to start holding y'all friends accountable for their actions. Stop calling these people your friends if you're not gonna hold them accountable for their actions. I hold him accountable for his actions, he hold me accountable for my actions. And we hold each other accountable for our own actions. we don't have to tell each other, hey bro, you fucking up right here, fix that. Hey bro, you fucking up right here, fix that. We already innately know, shit, let's fix this. Shit, let's fix that. That's with anybody. True friends hold each other accountable. All my niggas, we hold all each other accountable. I don't give a fuck what nobody's talking about. At the end of the day, we hold each other accountable. We might talk shit, we might yell. Hell, we might throw hands sometimes just because we might need to. But at the end of the day, no matter what, right or wrong, we gonna hold each other accountable. And y'all gotta start holding y'all people accountable. That's some real shit. I'm tired of seeing y'all niggas be like, free little Pookie, man. It ain't his fault that he have to go shoot up 20 people in that building. Yeah, it is. He a grown ass man. That's his decision. What are you talking about? Keep that nigga in jail. Keep his ass in there. Hope he learn his fucking lesson. Start holding y'all niggas accountable, bro. I tell my niggas all the time, you get one bailout, I will bond you out one time. If your ass go back to jail, I'm not bonding you out no more. Your ass is in there. I went to jail one time, nigga. My dad bonded me out. He said, this is the only time I'm bonding you out. I'm not bonding you out no more. Ever since then, I was like, man, fuck that. I do not fuck with laws. I do not let the laws fuck with me. I do not get laws and reason to fuck with me. I don't get laws and reason to want to fuck with me. I stay out of the fucking way. I do my fucking podcast, and I go to fucking school, and I stay out the fucking way because I know the laws be on some bullshit. And me, as a black man, is not trying to get shot the fuck down. On some real shit. What's up, man? Why you over there? What's up? What you thinking about over there? You just zoned out over there. You ain't saying shit. I'm done, right? What's up? Biggie no smalls?
You stupid as hell.
Notorious P.I.G.
P.I.G.
It took this nigga a minute to really catch that.
I had to run that shit back.
Notorious P.I.G.
Just spell. What the hell is this nigga?
Notorious P.I.G. Nigga over here, you nigga with the Mac Daddy QT 5 heartbeats temptation ass shades on and shit. The Ray Charles Stevie Wonder edition. Hey bro, do you think Stevie Wonder actually blind?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. I don't think he's all the way blind, but I think he is blind though. He might can see a little bit. I don't think he's completely blind, 100% blind. But I think he might can see a little bit. But I don't know what I mean. He took his glasses off one day. That nigga's eyes look nasty. Like, that nigga's eyes look nasty. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he is legally blind. But I don't think he's like completely blind where he need the, yeah. He probably might need it for some reasons, but if it's like real bright outside. But I'm pretty sure there's like a nice lighting. I'm pretty sure he can probably get his way around. People be saying he be FaceTiming niggas. So I'm pretty sure he can see somehow. You know how to face? Right, that's like he just legally he's blind. Cause people be like, Stevie ain't blind. I'm like, nah, that nigga blind. He just ain't blind like that. Ray Charles for a blind person was an asshole. Ray Charles was a dickhead. At least Jamie Foxx Ray Charles was a dickhead. That motherfucker got her pregnant and talking about hit the road, Jack. It don't come walking no more. I was like, oh, that's some cold ass shit. That's some cold ass shit, man. right, bro. Take us home with the final topic. I know you got some cooking in there.
Final topic of the evening. Let's see. Well, let's see. The current state of hip hop, do you feel like it's dying?
What do you mean, like, dying, per se? Like, dying in the sense of there's no more...
Is real hip hop dead? Or on life support?
I'll definitely say it's on life support. Because there's not a lot of real hip hop fans really. There's not a lot of people who enjoy lyricism. No matter what type of lyricism it is. Don't nobody seem to enjoy lyricism. Eminem, Wayne, Kendrick, Cole, Pop, Biggie, Q. You know, niggas that can actually flow with the best. Niggas don't care about that shit no more. They care about shit that's trending. Even if the song don't make sense, like what the helly ass shit. That shit so fucking stupid. How the fuck that shit got popular? I don't fucking know. But that shit dumb as hell.
TikTok.
That shit dumb as fuck.
So I said, social media has helped ruin hip hop. The need to pump out hits consistently.
But that's the thing. These songs ain't even hit worthy. I be hearing shit and I be like, bro, what? This is the most trashiest shit.
That's because all these still popping kids listen to music. They're the ones pushing the music industry now.
And like, there is no, like, real hip hop is definitely on life. Is it dead? Not yet, but shit, my nigga is fucking getting there. If I'm being honest, bro. And I love hip hop, bro. I'm a true hip hop head. Like the niggas I listen to, they can flow lyrically. They're a lyrical flower, bro. I don't listen to none of that dumbass bullshit entertainment shit. That shit is garbage, bro. I don't like that shit. I like niggas that can flow. I don't care what you rap about. You can rap about killing niggas all day long. But if you actually live that shit and you telling the story with that shit, I'ma bang that hoe all day. King Von, for example. I don't condone what he did, but my nigga was telling the story about what he was doing. So I fuck with it. I know, yeah, this shit go hard. Twisted Black, one of my favorite rappers growing up as a kid. I don't condone what he did, but he was telling the story about what he went through. He did it through music. I fuck with it. If you telling the story while you rap, I don't give a fuck what you doing. You can rap about selling coochie all I care. But if you making a story out of that hoe, I'ma listen to it. I'ma be like, damn, she go hard. I don't give a fuck what she was doing, what she rap about. But lyrically, she telling the story about what she was doing. And she putting that bitch in the rhymes, and I fuck with that shit. That's why I said my podcast is gonna be the greatest podcast out there. Cause I tell stories about what I go through half the time. I tell stories about my life. And that's because I lived it. Shit, I lived this shit. It's in me, goddammit. I lived it. I lived everything. That's why I can tell this shit. I can tell people about my military failures. Because I know at the end of the day, I know they did me wrong. My entire unit, it was 69 black folks in that bitch. Everybody else was white. That's fucking that hoe. Country boy white. In Fort Polk, Louisiana. What odds are me succeeding in that? What are the odds of me being who I am? You know who I am. What are the odds of me really succeeding in that? I wasn't even a bad soldier. That was the crazy part. I wasn't even a troublemaking soldier, bro. I say to myself, and I learned my job to the best of my ability. That's some real shit. They just didn't like me because I refused to bow down. I don't bow down to no man, bro. I just refuse not to. I refuse to do that shit. I can't bow down to you if you bleed like I bleed. Like, if you bleed the same color I bleed, bro, I'm not going to bow down to you. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can talk to me with respect. If I do something wrong, you can correct me. I can hold myself accountable. I can take correctness, but you're not just saying you can talk to me like you talk to anybody else. Like I'm just shit. Like I'm your bitch or something. Nah, bro. I will bug the fuck up, and I will show you who I really am. You know, I can tell people about my military failures. I can tell people about the good time I had in the military. I'm one of the few niggas that, despite me not finishing my contract, I got through basic training. I can say I got through basic fucking training. That's what I can say. I don't know about the other niggas that ain't making through that hole. You know, I was just a nigga that was in there. That's why I don't call myself a veteran. I was just a nigga that was in there. I was just in the military. I'm not a fucking veteran. I was just in the military. You know? I can still get my disability though. I can still get that shit. But you know, that shit, it is what it is, bro. Like, if you can tell a story with your shit, it's always going to be listenable. It's always going to be entertaining, no matter what the aspect may be. Whether everybody is completely say fuck the real reality of hip hop, real lyricists. Same way people would just be like, fuck this podcast. At the end of the day, no matter what you can't say, you can't say the shit not real and authentic. And that's what I'm always about. I'm always about real and authenticity. If you got those two qualities in you, man, my nigga, you can succeed in anything. The right people will gravitate towards you. Anybody that's in your real and authenticity and bullshit, you don't want them niggas around you no way. I don't want nobody to say, oh, your podcast is bullshit. Why? Because it's real. It's authentic. I'm telling you the truth about how I feel and you can't do shit about it. That's fine, bitch. Keep walking. I don't care. I'll do good and bad just with or without you. With or without your support. But the ones that are like, hey, I like your podcast, I love what you got going on, those are the type of people that I like to be around. Those are the type of people I'm going to socialize with. Those are the type of people I'm going to do shit for. Those are my people. I don't give a fuck what nobody else talking about. If you love to support this podcast and on some real shit, and you do really fuck with me and fuck what I got going on, I promise you, once I blow up, man, look, y'all gonna be the first to get everything. Cause I'm talking about, I'm gonna open up a Patreon. I'm gonna start me a clothing line. I'm telling you, all my true loyal fans, nigga, they gonna get some shit out of me for free, for the free shit. They don't even gotta pay for shit. If they do pay for shit, it's gonna probably be my Patreon. Then I'm gonna probably charge $1 a month. I ain't gonna even charge none of that. I'm gonna charge you $1 a month. And that's gonna be for exclusive shit when we get venues and shit like that. When we get venues and we're doing it in front of live crowds and shit. Then I go on my Patreon. They only have to pay like $1 a month. Ain't shit. If you ain't got $1 in your bank account, what the fuck? What the hell? Hell, even $2, maybe $2 a month. You know, so yeah, to all my loyal supporters, hey, I promise you, once this shit take off, man, I promise y'all coming with it. We gonna be living good and we gonna be living lavish. But shit, I'm out. I ain't got else. I ain't got shit else you wanna. Alright. Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in on the GrimCast Podcast.